I'd like to thank the Television Academy for this award. Our breaking news of the day is that Jean-Luc Godard has died.
Yes.
French New Wave legend, icon. The words auteur and iconoclast get tossed around a lot, but they are totally apt for this occasion. In honor of Godard's death, I'm going to edit this video totally out of order with a whole bunch of jump cuts and random words on the screen that mean nothing.
They don't mean nothing, but as he famously noted, every story should have a beginning, middle, and end, but not necessarily in that order. He's one of the cornerstone architects of the French New Wave, and so much of the innovations that he brought to cinema have just become part of the language of cinema in a way that I think, younger viewers might be sort of surprised to discover, oh, we didn't always do it that way. He did it first. And so I think in a lot of ways he was operating out of a tradition, at least early on, of the sort of the French cineasts who really adored Hollywood cinema. His breakthrough feature Breathless was dedicated to Monogram Pictures, which was a low budget studio that cranked out a lot of gangster films, but obviously he brought a real sense of politics and aesthetics, and was a genuine radical as a film artist, and leaves behind a body of work that still feels fresh, that still feels like it's daring you to sort of go with it and to understand what he's doing and to accept his language of storytelling and of editing and music and all those things. But yeah, it absolutely holds up. I did a little digging this morning. A lot of his films are streaming on HBO Max and on the Criterion Channel and on Canopy. So if you are new to the work of Jean-Luc Godard, there's a lot out there for you to look at, and you're in for a treat.
But we also have light, fluffy stuff to talk about, like the Emmys. The Emmys were last night. Did you watch a single second of the Emmys?
I did not. And everything I read online was, boy, they sucked this year in terms of the actual production of the show, like the writing and where the cameras were. And so I don't feel like I missed anything.
I didn't see a second of it. I was at Moon Age Daydream last night, so I missed all of it. But I see that there is like a big kerfuffle about the way Kimmel was like lying on stage during Quinta Brunson's win for Abbott Elementary. I mean, it was a big night for Sheryl Lee Ralph and Lizzo, and Zendaya won her second Emmy, which is like no Black actress has won twice in that category.
That's crazy. Sheryl Lee Ralph is the first Black woman to win supporting comedy since Jack Hay for 227, like 35 years ago. Yeah. And they're the only two in the history of the Emmys. It's nuts.
Yeah. And I guess a lot of folks are angry that Better Call Saul got nothing.
Yeah. But you know what? They've got one more eligibility season left. So I imagine next year is going to be a big sweep. I hope.
Yes. And then, like the Ted Lasso people, as usual, and then Succession won, Ted Lasso,
Jennifer Coolidge for White Lotus,
and our friend Amanda Seyfried won.
Oh, did she?
She
did she know?
I'd like to thank the Television Academy for this award. So I miss all of it, but it all happened. It just reminds me every year, like there's so much television that we don't see. Like
yes, always.
we mean to, like we get to a lot of the big stuff on our Patreon, and then you realize like, oh, there's Succession.
Yeah, no, and now more than ever, like the last 5 years of TV with the explosion in streaming, there is so much content. I don't know how anybody wraps their arms around all of it.
I don't know. There aren't enough hours in the day, because then you have stuff like D23 happening to tell you about the things that are coming at you very soon. And so basically we're just going to be a trailer show today, because you have the trailer for Mandalorian season 3.
All right, kid, hang on. You ready for an adventure?
And the live action Little Mermaid, quote unquote, live action. And Inside Out 2 is coming, and Secret Invasion is coming.
Yes. The Santa Clauses, thank you very much.
So it's just too much stuff. And so, we'll try to find time for all of it. There's that.
Ke Huy Quan's going to be on season 2 of Loki, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I saw that picture of him and Harrison Ford hugging was a bright spot on the feed in the last couple of days. And then, of course, Toronto is still going on. It's wrapping up pretty soon. And so Bros premiered to thunderous, rapturous laughter.
My favorite line for the Q&A was apparently when people were giving it a standing ovation and Billy Eichner was like, keep going, I want it longer than the whale.
Right. Well, let's talk about the whale because, right. So like Brendan Fraser gets all these accolades for his performance, but now I'm seeing there's quite a rift between people saying like it's fat phobic and it's sizist and it's exploitative, or is it like sensitive and it's a beautiful portrayal? Like I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But...
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, so I will reserve judgment. But I mean, definitely, I think, you know, it's funny. I mean, I've been hearing about like, why did they cast an actor who needed a fat suit for the whale? Why did Steven Spielberg cast non-Jewish actors in most of the roles in the Fabelmans? Like that, you know, these are issues of representation that come up. And so I'm sure they will be brought up during award season, which is what Toronto is really, you know, unofficially the kickoff of.
Yes, you mentioned the Fabelmans. That premiered. The trailer for that is now out.
Yep.
I see many grown men tweeting about being brought to tears within seconds of the trailer beginning for the Fabelmans.
Movies are dreams that you never forget.
Yet again, Spielberg is revisiting his youth, revisiting
Yes.
his parents' divorce as a source of his, you know, creative wellspring. And so it's very personal for him, as like Roma was for Alfonso Cuarón. And then just last night, when they premiered Pearl at a midnight showing in Toronto, Ty West announced, "Oh, there's
Surprise!
more. There's more. It's not just X. It's not just Pearl. It's a trilogy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Now we have MaXXXine with 3 X's." And apparently, according to this little bitty teaser, which I know you didn't watch because I know you, it looks like an old VHS tape of LA, and apparently now it's 1985 and MaXXXine has gone to the valley to pursue her dreams of porn stardom.
Yes. So a grand slam for Mia Goth. Obviously, she and Ty West have really, you know, collaborated on this whole thing. So I'm seeing Pearl Thursday night. We're going to talk about it on our next episode. I'm hearing nothing but raves. I've never heard Douglas Sirk cited so often in a discussion of a horror movie. So I'm thrilled. So I'll look forward to that, and I look forward to MaXXXine too.
You're gonna love it. I'm so excited to talk about Pearl with you. It's so much fun. And then the trailer for Babylon came out, and it looks terrible.
More important than life.
Yes. It's written in the stars. I am a star.
I haven't seen it. As you know, I try to avoid trailers. I'm going to spend all of award season getting Babylon and Amsterdam confused because they're one-word titles that are places, and they're movies that star Margot Robbie, and they're period pieces from like, you know, the current
20s, 30s.
The current dudes. One's David O. Russell, one is Damien Chazelle.
Yeah, it's just frantic and overbearing. It just looks so annoying, and it's just trying so hard to be like wild and scandalous, and I just found it annoying. So
I hope it's good. I always hope things are good.
Okay, so they're doing this thing for the reboot of Quantum Leap, right? Quantum Leap is gonna exist again in some form. A whole
Peacock,
new...
I believe.
Peacock, all right. And so Thursday is Quantum Leap Day, at least here in Los Angeles, where they're going to throw back prices to 1985, is it?
I think so, yeah.
And so that means they're doing like a pop-up Quantum Leap experience, which includes a gas station where it's only going to be 91 cents a gallon.
Oh, man.
This is going to be like 10-cent beer night. This is going to be a shit show.
No, for sure. I'm already seeing the orange traffic cones and the lines, all day line to get in. Oh man. Well, I hope it works, and I hope they have really like thought out their crowd control procedures, because yikes.
It's going to get ugly. Be kind to one another out there, you guys. It's just gas.
That's right. It's just Quantum Leap.